Hi guys, Billy here. Good evening. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Just finished a good workout, and when I was training a private student Sunday, he just starting out, and some good material came up, and an honest question, because I start people out with boxing punches, and he said, "What's a good way to deal with somebody punching at your face, or jab or across?" And you know, from a self-defense perspective. And you have to do something, again, you can't get away, blah, 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 blah. And we're talking strictly technique here, and the person doesn't have a high level of skill, meaning you don't. And what can you do if somebody's throwing punches at your face? It's a good starting point to understand there is something that you can do. As you recall, one of my basic principles is going to the outside of the attacking bearing limb. See? So let's say, for instance, I'm facing you, okay? The camera is my opponent, all right? If you're standing with your left foot forward, okay, it means you're going to throw a left jab, so it's going to be coming on this side of me, okay, your left jab. What I can do when you throw that jab at my nose or my face is take my right foot and step at a 45-degree angle in, drop my left shoulder, and throw a jab right under your armpit on these ribs here. Now, when you don't have a glove on, and you can make your knuckles hit those rib bones there, you can crack them. It hurts. It has a telling effect. So what you learn how to do in the beginning is have somebody throw a slow jab at your face from a conventional stance. It'd be his left foot forward, so he will throw his left jab. You're going to throw your left jab at his ribs. As his punch comes straight at your face, you're going to step off and punch him right under the armpit and the ribs. Okay? So you just practice your move. Boom, 1, 2. Okay, so what you're actually doing, you're doing a 45-degree step and slide. Okay? What that's designed to do, again, as their punch comes forward, boom, you're going to interrupt them for a second. And what that does is take their mind, and they drop their hands, and they're open. Then you can smack them with the jab, cross, and run. Okay? There are a lot of things you can do from that point. I'm talking about the opening move. Okay? Conversely now, he's throwing the right hand. She's in the same stance as me, so he's going to throw one of these. So it's going to come from this side. What I'm going to do is take my left foot, as his punch is coming at my face, I wait till it's almost there, I step 45 degrees angles out, and boom, I'm going to punch him right in the ribs, right under his armpit. Okay? And I'm going to show you on the bag what that looks like. But these are just simple things you can start with to learn how to deal with somebody punching at you. You don't just have to stand there and catch, cover, and parry. You have to be able to make him pay with the gift he's exposing to you by punching you, and that's his rib cage. A lot of people don't think about it. They're worried about the fist, right? Getting smacked with the fist. Okay, that's legitimate. But he's exposing himself. When he extends, see where my rib cage is open under my arm? All right, you can nail me right there. Or the solar plex area, anywhere along here. Okay, the groin if you wanted to. But the bones is good. You know, you make a nice stiff shot in there, you go, boom, you bump, 1, 2. Come this way, you go, boom, 1, 2, and step back. But your first target acquisition is those bones under the armpit. There's no muscle around them, there's nothing around them. And anybody who has been hit there knows it hurts like hell. Okay, so this is a very cool tool to start with your boxing endeavor. And if you've made yourself one of these arms, you can practice that, and I'll point that out now. Okay? Now remember I was saying that this thing is about the length of an arm, right? And the whole purpose is that you start your movement out here. All right? They have to reach. You get used to this idea. So again, remember the right cross one we talked about? See, if I'm standing, obviously if I go forward, I'm going to run into the arm, right? But if I step up at a 45-degree angle, see where that puts me? And that's why he'll run into it, because I'm going to the outside of his arm. This is his elbow out here, okay? His right shoulder would be out here. So if I step here and hit him, bang, okay? He's going to run right into it. And then you bump 1, 2, and you pop him again, and you can bail. All right? Now when you're going to throw the jab, for the sake of the camera angle, I'll just go to southpaw, okay? So now he's southpaw. If he throws his right jab, his shoulder will be out here. I throw my right jab. You step in a 45, boom, okay? Step to his right, and hit. So when you practice on an arm like this, it simulates the arm coming at you. So you stand directly in front of it. Again, If you went straight, you would run into it. That's the idea. What you practice doing when you step is you clear the arm. Okay? Go over Tony Chin, bend your legs, and extend your hand. When you extend your hand, you're going to angle your body like a blade. So that makes you more narrow. Okay? That makes sense? See? So when you step here, pop. Step here, pop. It works. So when you practice here, and in this particular case, again, it's just ABS pipe. And so all I'm going to do is practice hitting the pipe. That's why I got the gloves on, under the arm. So you track the arm down. You follow the arm down. That makes it really, really easy. You got a guide for it. So when you slip here, okay, 1, 2. Okay. When you're on this side, you slip here, 1, 2. And when you practice doing this stuff, number one, it's a great workout, but you get a concept going. You're going to the outside of the weapon-bearing limb, and you're popping them in the ribs. Now, you could also parry and hit. What a parry is, if the punch is coming at you, you move it. You could step, move it, and hit. Come this way, parry, and hit. Or you can step and hit. Either way, they both work. But with the parry, for instance, you saw this one first, right? I didn't parry. If I parry, I'm going to use my left hand and block it, or guide it, or deflect it. What I don't want to do is push it away and cause him to turn and go into a spinning back fist or something, or spinning back elbow. What I want to do is just touch it so I know where he's at, and then drop 1, 2. Okay? So this is a fun thing to practice with a straight punch coming in. A jab or a cross. Okay? This is a jab, this is a cross. See? So that's what you're practicing dealing with, punches that are coming straight in. Hook punches are even easier. You just block them or duck. But we'll address that on a later date. But this is again a very good thing to start with your jab and the cross. Not only should you learn anytime you learn an aggressive technique or an advancing technique or an offensive technique, you want to learn its immediate counter so you understand. That's my preferred method of teaching. That's the way I think it should be done. Because then you're not confused. You will always want to learn offense and defense of any concept you learn. So you can go back and forth with a training partner, okay? And it also makes sense if you happen to get into a situation and you need those skills, all right? You don't want to just be offensive and you don't want to just be defensive. You want to have both sides of the coin. It's really, really important to do so, all righty? Now, why would you need offensive skills? Well, if there's multiple opponent and you got to really turn it on, you got to know what you're doing. And you got to have gas in the tank. If you don't have gas in the tank, all of it's for naught. Okay, that's the most important thing. Not muscles, not all of that. Forget all that stuff. You want endurance, and you want mental composure too. Mental endurance. You want to be able to stay composed. But again, remember this simple thing: if something comes straight at you, angle off, hit, take advantage. See, when they punch, there's that opening. Here's that gift. They're giving you a gift. Hit it. When you hit it, you're going to shock them. No one expects to be hit when they're throwing a punch at all. And so if you've watched a fight or boxing and people just get caught, what happens? It scrambles their brain for just that second. And that second buys you a lot of time, especially when you're under duress and you need to get the hell out of there and stay safe. All right? So anyway, have fun with that. All right? And if you can make yourself, now, you can use anything that sticks out. It doesn't really matter. You can even hang a ball. But the best way to do it is have somebody put on a boxing glove and throw jabs and crosses at your face. You know, nice and slow, of course. And you want to practice southpaw and conventional sides. And you want to cross-reference it. All right? And what you'll get used to doing, if you stay with the concept of moving to the outside of the attack and bearing limb, you won't have any problem. Okay? And that also goes to kicking too. I'll teach you that later. But this is just something that came to mind when I was training somebody on Sunday. And again, they're just starting out. And this is the first thing I showed them, how to throw a jab and a cross and how to slip and hit it at the same time. And also had them working on the focus ball doing the same kind of thing. And so I thought it would be something great to show you, because I know on a lot of the videos you see me do this, but this is more of an explanation as to why I'm doing it. And that's my preferred method too. If something comes in, I make somebody pay for throwing it, whether it's a kick or a punch. And when you get used to doing that, that is what you will do. and that's, believe me, it's not expected out there. So, but again, one second. Hang up the gloves. But again, I just wanted to share that. And thanks, guys, for following me on YouTube. You can email me at billyboston@gmail.com. Any questions, any critique, you know, feel free. Or combativefitnessworkshop@hotmail.com. And I look forward to meeting people as time goes on. You know, there hasn't been much activity, so please, I'm encouraging you, get in touch with me. I want to put myself out there. It's time to go to the next level with things. As for my health, it's moving right along. It's no worse, it's no better. I am going in for a hearing aid test on the 11th, and I'll keep you posted with that. Eventually, you'll see this great big thing back here. And so once you see that, then you know for a fact I can take calls now. But I can talk on the phone now with amplification, so it's working out okay. Again, I'm getting used to it. But thanks a lot. Take care. I'll share with you next time. Peace.